Guys, how you doing? My name is Echo and welcome back to part 3 of me checking out the old versions of Minecraft. Now if you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing, but make sure you start out with the previous episodes in the description. You guys can learn and see the first ever versions of Minecraft. We've done 2 episodes. This is the 3rd one. If you guys want me to continue and you want a part 4, remember to thumbs up the video so I know you guys really do enjoy this. Now things are starting to get very interesting, and in today's video I actually have the first ever creative interface, which is so basic. Now this version, the actual update I'm playing on, is called the old alpha, so I still don't think this was publicly released or publicly buyable, but I will talk about that throughout today's video. So let's get into it because we have a lot to go over in today's video. So when I press escape now, we now have more options. Previously when I pressed escape, it would simply close down the game because there was no option, no world generation, no save, etc. We now have that available. Now the whole reason I'm doing this series is because, for one, you guys seem to really enjoy it, and for 2, I never even played these versions of Minecraft, so it's kind of me learning the old versions of Minecraft and just seeing how far the game has become. I all started this because last week was Mojang's 5th birthday. That is a lot of time, and that is like a lot of creations that's happened over the time Mojang have been creating Minecraft. So as you guys can see here, if I do press escape, we have a generate new level. Now if I click on this, we have small, normal, or huge, which actually reminds me of the console version. Although we have 4 on the console: classic, small, medium, and large. It's very, very similar. Now I'm just going to generate a brand new one and show you guys what it looks like, but it's just strange going back in time, and we actually start to have more things around about the seeds. We have like more generation, we have trees naturally spawning like flowers and stuff like that. Now to quickly talk about the flowers, this one and this one. So this one is still in the game, which is the yellow flower, and the red one, which was the red flower, was only removed in 1.7.2, and the texture was changed to the poppy. So this lasted a very, very long time. So a lot of things that you do see in these old generations are still available today, whether it be the texture, whether it be the block, whether it be the seed generation and stuff like that. So before I show you guys what's around here and what this seed is all about, when I go escape again and I go in options, we now have some like more option things available. We have music on and off and on, sound on, off and on. However, if you listen, there is no sound, there is no music, so I think this was just implemented, but the sounds and music was not available until a later update. So hopefully if you guys do enjoy it, we will get up to that update. We've got invert mouse on and off, show FPS, which is on the top left. I'm getting some crazy FPS there, which is pretty good. You can have that on and off. Render distance, far, normal, short, and tiny. Now, I remember this a lot. I remember this version of Minecraft. I remember when, basically, if you had a bad computer, because I used to have a really bad laptop, that you could determine how much you could see, which would bring down the lag. And I remember that a lot. I remember this fog. I remember that this is how you displayed your render distance. Now it looks a lot better, of course, but I remember that a lot. So again, far, normal, short, tiny. Just going to keep it on far for now. We've got view bobbing and then some other things as well. And then we've got some controls here. Obviously, the normal WASD is the movement, forward, back, left, and right. Obviously, jump is spacebar. It has been for as long as we can remember. Here we've got T is chat. However, if I press T, nothing happens. What I did notice, though, is previously it was like number 1, 2, and 3 like that. They now link to the hotbar instead of them showing a block on the top right. Also, something else I noticed, on Minecraft PC, if you press F5, it gives you the 3rd-person view. However, if I hit F5, it actually starts raining. I never ever knew that there was a toggle like rain option. That's the only one I've come across. I haven't come across any others by pressing like the F buttons. I really don't want to mess with them right now. So I think that's awesome, and I'm kind of glad that they have that. It's really cool. I was just messing around with it. So if you guys are ready for the first ever creative interface, then I'll go into a little bit of traveling and show you guys what's around in this world. So the first ever creative interface was used by pressing B. And as you guys can see there, that is the first ever creative interface we have ever had in Minecraft. And it is so basic. Look at it today and then come back to this video and look how much it's changed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we really don't have that many blocks at all here. But these were the first blocks that have been introduced, the first popular blocks that have been around in the game for a long time. So obviously we've got all the types of wool there. The first ores were coal ore, iron ore, and gold ore. Obviously, there was no other ores such as emeralds. We've got bookshelves. A lot of these textures have not changed even today in 2015, nearly 2016. A lot of textures have lasted many, many years. Now, if I go to save, you have to have a premium account. Now, I do have a premium account, so I'm guessing in this old version, it was not set up, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to make a house and show you guys, well, the basic houses. So let's do a little bit of traveling before we go over the blocks, and I'm just going to show you guys like the natural terrain. Obviously, this is a first seed. The height is really basic, and playing this actually reminds me of the first ever versions of Pocket Edition, where it was literally like this. It was exactly like this. The seeds were really low. There was no heights, no extreme hill biomes and stuff like that. But we're starting to get a few new biomes now. We're starting to get like somewhat of a sand biome, and you will see a lot of these around. You will see obviously the normal trees. However, what I did notice with this, obviously there's no survival, it's still creative. If you break down these, the leaves do not decay. So apples weren't a thing, saplings from trees weren't a thing until a later version. And this version, remember, it's called Old Alpha. So these I don't think these were ever publicly released at all. These are just Mojang's way of saying, go back and check out our old game. So I can't sprint or anything like that. I'm just looking at some of the buttons to make sure I don't miss anything at all. So what I'm going to do here, while we have a bunch of space, is I'm going to place down a bunch of the blocks and show you guys all the blocks that we have. Now, I think many of them still haven't changed in texture form as of today. So this is the stone. I really can't see any difference from this stone to the stone we have today. However, in the past couple episodes, the cobblestone has changed. Remember, it was like kind of big and bulky. Now it's looking a little bit more like the cobblestone we know. And you can go and compare it in like older videos. We have brick, and brick is super bright. It looks really shiny. We've got the dirt. Obviously, we know that. The oak has changed since our last episode as well. The oak plank was a little bit brighter and didn't really have too much going on. We've got the logs. These have changed, but I remember these basic ones as well. These are obviously the leaves. We now have glass for our house. And of course, we also have here the stone slab. Let me try and put this here. The stone slab. They actually have the first slab. So if I press B, I'm just going to quickly switch out a couple of these. This is mossy cobblestone, which I really don't entirely remember. We've got sapling. We've got the flower. We've got the red flower. We've got this. We've got this. I'm going to just grab this. And then we've got this. That was the gravel. And we got this. All right, so first thing is first here, we have now mossy cobblestone. So we're getting some more blocks into play. Since the last video I did, we only had around about 6 blocks. I think it was like the basic ones, including saplings. So we obviously got saplings as well, and I can place sapling on sapling. I can place these on top of each other as well, which obviously shouldn't be possible, but I guess it is in Minecraft back then. Even the mushrooms, you can do the same there. And you can still walk through them. Here we have sand. Now, I'm not entirely sure if the sand texture has changed. I think it has over the years. As you guys can see that it doesn't last that long. It just disappears. We've got here the first ever gravel. I remember this gravel. The gravel's changed. I think the gravel's changed twice up until now. We've got sponge. Now, sponge, I can't remember if this has changed. A lot of them I can't remember. I think it has changed. Very, very basic. So let's go through some of the other ones we've got. We've got all the wool. I'm going to grab a bunch of these. I don't know if all of these have changed, but I think some of them have. But these have been available for a long time. The wool. I didn't realize that these were in the first version of Minecraft. So I'm not going to get all of them. I'll just get a few of them. We've got the red, the orange, yellow, and then we should go through the greens. That's a pretty cool color. Here we go here. So yeah, I don't think they've changed either. I don't think they've changed. But there was no animals, so I guess that's why they still have all in creative. So let's go through some of the other ones. I'm not going to go through these. I'm just going to go through the ores. Let's go through the ores. Coal ore, iron ore, and gold ore. The first ever ores we have. I have no idea what block that is. Oh, wait. I think I do. Is it iron? I think it's iron and gold. Like, I think it is. We're going to check it out now. We've got TNT. And last but not least, we have obsidian. So, the ores. Coal ore, iron ore, diamond ore. None of them haven't changed. They haven't changed at all. From what I can see, they have not changed. I think this is the iron block. I think it's meant to be. And the diamond block, they look really weird. They've got like the shaded texture underneath. We've got the bookcases. They have not changed. The TNT. I love TNT. You can't set anything on fire yet because obviously we don't have the ability to have flint and steel. But yeah, they're all the blocks pretty much, apart from a couple of wool ones that we have available. So the creative inventory is starting to get a little bit bigger now, and it's starting to make things a little bit more interesting. So I like that option. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and see the natural generated stuff. Now, what is this? Okay, so underneath the water, it's gravel. But what I did notice at the end of your world now, it just cuts off the world. You can't go past it, and then there's water really far out, and underneath the water, like 3 or 4 blocks deep, or even 2 blocks deep, it's bedrock. Even though if I press B, no bedrock is available. There's no more options, so I can't like go across. So this is literally the whole page that we have. But let's just have a little bit of a look around here, because there is starting to, you'll start to see caves now, and as you guys can see there, iron was pretty high on the top. Obviously, when you play Minecraft, I don't think iron's ever this high. You will see it naturally spawning like the coal levels and stuff. Now I have no idea how deep these are, and I don't think there's no diamonds at all. It was just literally iron, gold, and coal. But this is like the first ever caves and stuff, and gold was even spawning at really high levels and not below like where it probably should be, you know. And it was really common and stuff. So before I get lost in here, what I want to do is I'm going to make my way out, and I want to see if there's any bottom, meaning I want to see if there's any bedrock there at all, and if there's any void, because I literally don't have any idea at all. But I want to try and get to the end of the world. We did choose a huge world, so this might take a long time, but it's just good. This is like the naturally first generated worlds that we've seen, and obviously seeing this and then seeing the first creative menu it's good to see. I like it. It really is smart. So I don't think we need to do anything else here. If what happens if I press F3? Now F3 previously would show you like your coordinates and stuff. There was no maps and stuff. So we're gonna go down to this level. As you guys can see there, we have gold. Maybe there's gonna be some more. We've got iron there. That's a lot of iron. And maybe we're gonna find some coal. Nope, probably not. All right then. So yeah, it's just I love doing this. I love going back and checking this. So I'm gonna go all the way down and see how far down it goes. Now I don't know how many it was. Please tell me there's going to be bedrock. I kind of want to be really careful here, because I don't know if there's going to be a void yet, so it kills you. Okay, I think that's probably... Is it just lava everywhere now? Have they put lava everywhere? Let's just check this. So instead of them doing anything else, I think it's just lava that they used. Can you go below it? Can I go below it? I can't break below it. I can't break below it. So, Mojang's first ever way of saying that you're at the bottom was with lava instead of it being with bedrock. It was lava everywhere until obviously they realized that lava was no longer going to work, and they switched it to bedrock. But you can't break below this. I'm trying to. I can't. In fact, let me try something real quick. Let me grab this. Let me see if this still works. You can't place blocks either. I can't place blocks in the bottom layer. So I think this is definitely where they set 64 blocks down. It did seem like it doesn't even seem 64. So maybe it was less than 64. I don't know. But I'm going to end it there, guys. I will do a part 4 if you guys want a part 4 where we go maybe to the next update and see if we've got hearts and stuff like that yet, because at this current time, it was only survival. F5 makes things rain. It even rains through here. So overall, if you did enjoy it, be sure to thumbs it up. I've been Echo. Have a great day. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Bye.